Welcome, Dark Warriors. This is Rumen. Before I buy this, I just want to say that I will not be using it in this walkthrough despite purchasing it. Alright, buy Rhino for 150,000 bolts. Hell yeah.
This thing is heavy!
Yeah, try carrying it around in your trench coat for 2 months.
Thank you, sir. We'll be sure to tell everyone about your services.
Listen, you little twerp. If you tell anyone what you saw or what we talked about,
Do I even have to say it?
yous two have a nice day.
This is the Rhino. It shoots 7 shots despite having 9 barrels. It is far and away the best weapon in the game. There is one other weapon that is sorta comparable in usefulness. So yeah, if you want to make the rest of the game a breeze, just buy this and then destroy everything. But I will not be using it, so save the game and then load the game and you'll be teleported back to your ship, and that is this planet completed. Alright, next up we can fly to Quartu, which is luckily a breather since there are no gold bolts or skill points on our first visit. In fact, there are no skill points at all on this planet, even on our second visit, so... Also, spoiler alert, you do need to come back to this planet later, so you do it in 2 rounds. Our new ship is so cool. And then we land on this rather dark and murky planet with a green sky. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, look at that sky. It's all green and stuff. Cool. Alright, I would recommend running around to break all the crates if you didn't do the bolt grind. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this planet, I consider it a breather. It is our easiest planet for a while, so it's a lot it's a lot easier than Ultanis. It's a lot easier than Game Like Base, in my opinion. So yeah, just enjoy the ride. There are some bolts over here. Alright, break all those, get the ammo. Decoy glove, that's nice. Alright, kill you. Oh my gosh, kill you. And then kill you. I would recommend the Pyrocitor. Alright, swing shot, double tap, and then get the Pyrocitor. Alright, kill all you guys. Alright, break all those crates there. These guys spawn in a lot faster than they did on Ultanis, but their formations and placements are definitely a lot easier to deal with, despite their increased speed. I think they have more health too now, but I could be wrong about that. Right over here. Oh, look at the planet beyond the mountains there. That's cool imagery. Alright, they're gonna spawn out of this. Right there. Oh my gosh. And oh my god, there we go. Alright, let's go to move on. These guys can be pretty tricky to avoid, so it's really good to buy the health upgrade on Hoven. I mean, wait, not Hoven. Oh my god, what is it? What is it? Works on. When you can, definitely. Alright, excuse me. And then spin around, kill all you in one foul swoop like that. Okay, there we go. And we have full nanotech, that's nice.
Was it pi over infinity, or...
Hey! You need help fixing that thing?
Actually, I'm trying to destroy it.
Why?
I was contracted to re-engineer my enlarging machine to create huge, heavily armed mechs.
So that's where those mechs came from.
Precisely. Had I known Drek was behind this, I never would have done it.
Is there anything we can do?
Well, if you'll volunteer to be enlarged, you may be able to stop those mechs long enough for me to sabotage this machine.
And then you will change me back?
I've never tried that, but in theory, yes.
Whoa, big shiny yellow platform. Transform into giant Clank. Whoa. Look at this. What in the world? I remember when I first played this, I was like, whoa, I'm giant Clank now. Roll reversal. This is crazy. This part on New Game Plus gives you a giga buttload of bolts. I think it gives you like 5,000 whole bolts if you do this section on New Game Plus.
Energy bar is full. Press the triangle button to unleash an atomic energy blow.
And then triangle, and then bam! The easiest way to do this part is to just stand in the middle. Well, not the middle, but like on the brown ring here, and then just start shooting like this. So there. Press triangle every once in a while. This is the fastest way to grind for bolts. If you don't want to glitch, this is the fastest way. So you would beat this section, and then you would reload, and then you would beat this section. Actually, you wouldn't do that. No, you would beat it 90% of the way. So, oh my gosh. There. And then before you kill the last guy, you would save and then reload, and then you would do it over and over and over again. So you kind of need to feel it. The game doesn't really tell you when it's going to end. It just kind of ends eventually. So I can assume that that might be the last robot there. So if I want to, I can exit here, and then I can save and quit and then reload and then redo it. And then you got to do that like 100 or 200 times, and then you'll get enough bolts for everything on a new game file. But let's just do it legitimately. And then bam.
Well done! Now just step into the machine and we'll see what happens.
Nice to have you back, I guess.
I've recalibrated the controls to allow only your specific circuit pattern.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know how to thank you, too. Maybe this'll help.
New! From Gadgetron, the makers of weapons and other fine products, comes the Hollow Guys. With the Hollow Guys, you can fool robots into thinking you're one of them. Match your wits against other robots. Work on robotic assembly lines. Attend robot parties. The Hollow Guys. Available only at Gadgetron headquarters for a limited time. Not to be used for illegal purposes. We're only in sanctioned areas. You will not actually become a robot.
If I can get that thing, I'll be able to get past those robot guards.
Robots are not so easily fooled.
Ah, what's that?
What?
Uh-huh.
Infobot for Klebo 3 acquired. I like that part. So they get an infobot for the Hollow Guys that help them get past the sentry guards. And I like to think that the guy who gave them that infobot there sort of knew that Ratchet would need it. He was like, hey, there's this guy here who just came, and he turned into, and his little robot friend turned into a giant robot that killed all of the, that killed all of Drek's robots, so maybe I can give them this infobot here, and, you know, they can go and get past those sentry guards and destroy more Drek's plan. Anyway, there is a pathway over here we can do now. Alright, look at this. Alright, let's go. You gotta be pretty quick here, so there, and then there, and then there. Also, this is practice. This is practice for a much harder version of an area like this later. So, oh my gosh, this looks daunting. This instantly kills you if you jump in, so you gotta press the button first. Where the hell are the... Oh, wait, there's no rings here. You just go straight down. Okay. Yeah, later on, there's a skill point where you go through one of these sections without taking any damage, and that is by far the hardest skill point in the game, in my personal opinion. But luckily, you don't have to worry about not taking damage here and now. So, that's good. Definitely. As you can tell, I'm not good at avoiding damage during swimming sections. Okay, there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, there. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm fucking dead. Okay. Let's try that again. Also, I like how in that infobot cutscene it showed Fred. His name's Fred. He was being a test dummy for all their products in that infobot cutscene. So it's like they hired that guy to be a gadget engineer, and then they just used him to test their products, which is funny. Okay, dodge all those. The nice thing is that you don't get teleported at the very start. You get teleported at the second water section here, so that's kind of nice. And the other one later, you just have to redo the entire thing if you die. Also, this is a really cool looking section. Very cool looking section, but it's kind of a shame, but because you're paying more attention to avoiding taking damage than you are paying attention to how cool everything looks.
Oh, yeah!
Look at that. I love how the electricity glows on Ratchet there. That's cool. So that is the armor not the armor magnetizer. That's the bolt collector. And the bolt collector super buffs your range in collecting bolts. So previously, if you want to collect bolts from a far distance, you'd have to get out the suck cannon and suck up all the bolts from a distance. But now, your default range is basically suck cannon range at all times. So that is very, very nice. Very, very nice. Be sure to get that now and not on New Game Plus, because you keep that on New Game Plus, so you never have to collect it again. Alright, now that's the end of this planet for now. Now I'm going to go and show off some more quick ways to collect bolts, because I think that's appropriate, because on this planet, to get the most amount of bolts, you redo the Clank section over and over again. That is arguably the fastest way to get enough bolts for everything in the game. So you do the Clank section about 100 times. Takes like 6 hours. You'll get all the bolts you need. You need 550,000 bolts for everything. And then the other fastest way to grind for bolts is to go to Batalia. I mentioned this earlier, but I'm just going to quickly get off every good way to get bolts in this game. Man, I really suck at that Trustmaster puzzle, and then you would break all the bolts here. There we go, got like 1,000 there. And then you would save and reload and save and reload and save and reload and break these crates over and over and over and over and over again. That method takes around 10 hours on New Game. On New Game Plus, it'll take, I think 7 hours to do that. And then another good way to get bolts without glitching is to go to Metropolis. And then you would jump off here. You would fly down here. And then you would aim your wrench upward, and then you would throw your wrench over and over again, and then break the ships that come by. You would do this for, I think this method takes 25 hours to get to get all the bolts you need. Okay, now I'm gonna go to Blackwater City because there are more ways to get bolts there. Okay, so here, when you get to this specific part, that would be right there on the map. You would get out the taunter, and then here you would stand in a really specific spot somewhere. Okay, there we go. The placement for this is specific and strict, but the cool thing about this is that this is technically not really a glitch, if you think about it. So if you want to do an infinite bolt glitch with, an infinite bolt glitch without glitching, then you can do this instead. Yeah, you don't have to clip for this. You don't have to do any fancy movements. You just walk to this part and use the taunter, and then the taunter will pull bolts towards you on an area above you, and because they're off screen, they will respawn forever. This method takes, I think it would have to take like a comparable amount of time to the other bolt glitch, so I would say like 10 hours for that. Alright, there you have it. That is everything you need to know about collecting bolts in this game. I showed off the 2 infinite bolt glitches, and I showed off 3 other convenient ways to get bolts in this game. Once you have all the bolts you need, or want, or if you don't bother with that, then that's also fine. Then you'll save the game, and then you'll reload the game. And yeah, those are always fun to do on a new game. Those are easy ways to get a lot of bolts. If you're ever feeling strict, if you ever feel the bolt economy in this game is very strict, then Yeah, be sure to do one of those. I showed off 5 or 6 methods. I showed one on Batalia, Quartu, and I showed 2 on Rilgar, and I showed 1 on Metropolis. So, yeah, those are the 5 best ways, fastest ways to get bolts. Go to Kalibo 3.
This is starting to become annoying. I'm not sure why I bother with you incompetent idiots. All right, I'll try this one more time. You are my most elite troops. I'm sending you down to the planet's surface to destroy those troublemakers. Now go! Oh, and if you have to destroy Gadgetron to get rid of them, so be it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the stakes are getting higher, you guys. Look at this. One of the cooler planets in the game, in my opinion. Look how busy this planet is. Man, I bet optimizing this planet for the PS2 was a nightmare. Total nightmare. But it works fine, it's great, and it's one of the coolest levels in the game, in my opinion. Alright, thanks so much for watching, Dark Warriors.